In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I transformed the interior of my F22 BMW to make it look a lot more modern. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. A lot of you guys have been requesting that you see how I did all this Alcantara stuff DIY and how much it was. So in today's video, I'm going to make a full video on it of what's been done. So a lot of you who wouldn't have seen this unless you follow me on social media, you wouldn't have seen the fact that this has been changed. These came basically matte plastic and they looked really, really nasty. So the door handles here, as well as this piece and over here, for example, were in a kind of silver plastic, and then as well as this part here, and the steering wheel is Alcantara as well. But in today's video, we're going to be adding some more bits, and I'm going to be showing you guys the stuff that I've bought, where you can buy it, and how you can do it yourself. Now, I posted this on the Instagram, and a lot of you guys commented asking where I got the stuff, how did I do it, did I buy the parts like this? So I thought, why not just make a video showing you guys exactly how I've done everything and how much it cost, because the cost of this will blow you away. We will be excluding the Alcantara and perforated leather steering wheel, because this is something that I got done by an actual company, and he wrapped it for me. The other stuff, though, I have wrapped myself, and today's video as well, we're tackling this little bit here because we did it on the 240. I'll go and show you guys that now, but it's definitely time for the M235i to have the same done. So the M240i is in the garage. It'll be a little bit dark, but I'll still show you guys what it looks like. Here we go. Let's take a look. So this is the car we started doing most of it on, and obviously then we progressed into doing the M235i. The center console, though, looks insane. Have a look at how good that looks. Alcantara, the entire thing. It just goes so well with the rest of the car. We do need to get the M Performance shifter though, because this is leather, and it would be nice to have the M Performance shifter looking the same as the M235i to match all of the surrounding Alcantara that is everywhere. Anyway, for now, I've got some tools. I'm going to get the center bit removed and then take it into the house where I wrap it. And the reason I wrap it in the house is purely because you can get it on the table, you can get it on a bench. It's just way easier to work with all these parts inside compared to doing it, obviously, in the car where it's a lot harder. And if I take it inside, I'll show you guys the wrap. It's a very cheap Amazon Alcantara wrap. It's nothing special. And this is why you can do this on such a DIY budget and honestly transform the interior, because it does look incredible. And for all of you wondering about all these other parts which have already been done, etc., these literally all just unbolt. You can get a little pry tool, a plastic one, and like we'll be removing this section here, it all just unclicks pretty easily. As long as you're not too aggressive, you won't break anything. But for now, like I mentioned, I'm going to get these vents removed on this center bit, and then obviously I'll show you the procedure for moving the rest, and then we'll get it wrapped, because the transformation on this is going to look insane. So take it all in. Take in the fact that we've got all of this currently here, and then this bit is just matte plastic, looking a little bit tacky, and I'm not the biggest fan of it. So just memorize this, and then you can look back later in the video when this is transformed and it goes so well with the rest. I removed the vent just here. This has given me access to 2 Torx screws either side. You can get yourself a little 3-way one of these wrenches, which works really well with removing them, and then this is going to loosen up the whole bottom piece. But for now, before I do that, I'm just going to go ahead and remove and unclip all of these wires and kind of leave them behind, because obviously we want to take this stuff inside. And there we have it. I've actually managed to remove this plastic piece here, which just unbolts from the vents, which means I can leave all of the wires and the whole vent system connected. And as this part is the only piece we are wrapping, I can put that to the side and now focus on removing the rest and leave this bit here. Just saves disconnecting any of the wires and eliminates the risk of breaking them, basically. I got sidetracked and I found some chewing gums. So I don't know how old these are, but I'm going to give them a go with a tropical flavour. So, see what it's like. I won't lie to you guys, that chewing gum is really strong. The flavour is crazy. However, back to the point of the video. Now that I've got these 2 Torx bits removed, you can see it's a big gap for the stereo system. This is where it gets a little bit tricky, because you've got to pry the actual units out, because I don't want to damage these wires. So going to do this again, and it's going to basically leave us with something similar to that. And here we have it. Everything is now disconnected. The beauty about the way I've done it this time is the fact that I haven't had to remove any wires. So basically eliminating any issues where the wires could get torn or break. All we are left with now are 2 matte finished pieces of plastic. And this is the best part, is the fact that we can just bring these in now and basically wrap them with the Alcantara stuff and work on a bench where it's nice and easy. And then it's literally as simple as reassembling these with putting all the pieces back in that just re-click and then reversing the entire process. So what I'm going to do, because I'm absolutely starving and it is time for food, I'm going to go have some food, then I'm going to get to wrapping these. I'll film it maybe and make a little cinematic video that you guys can enjoy, maybe a time lapse, something like that. So sit back and relax, and then once that's done, we'll bring it back to the car, fit them, and I'll show you guys the grand finale with everything finished, and it's going to look insane. Honestly, it's going to transform the look of this car. Really?
One eternity later.
But for now, we'll leave this here. So I'm going to get some food, get these pieces wrapped, get them back in the car, and then make it look better than the M240i. I've had to just come back to actually just appreciate how good the car looks right now. Honestly, I'm just blown away with how good this thing looks. Exterior wise, I don't think you can get better. And we're slowly polishing off the interior too. Alright guys, it is a little while later, however, the parts are done. Let me show you how good they look. So this is the only issue with making these yourself, is it's very time consuming. Cutting them, trimming them, making sure it all looks good. Took me about an hour to do these, as well as a second pair of hands. I did have some help, but as you can see now, apart from the car being dirty, these look incredible. So now that they're done, let's get them fitted to the car, and then I can show you guys exactly what this looks like with everything done. And trust me, it's going to look better than the M240i, because the M235i has the M Performance shifter, which has Alcantara. So the whole front interior is going to be full of Alcantara. So we're going to start off with this bottom climate control piece to start with. And it's very simple. Literally just reverse the process of clicking the stuff in. It should just fit straight in. As long as you removed it very well and you didn't break any clips, it should just be plug and play. And stay tuned, because very shortly I'm going to be showing you guys exactly what part I ordered on Amazon. And I'll also leave a link in the description if you guys want to buy the same. Honestly, the difference already just looks incredible. This is so worth the money for you guys doing. I'll show you guys in just a second. Look how good this looks already. It just completely fades across the entire car. The whole line of sight now is just Alcantara. Of course, next piece to do is the actual vents themselves. So we're literally almost done now, just got the vents to do. But before we do that, just a really quick mention from today's sponsor. Now, today's sponsor is a company called B58 Bible. Now, you may be thinking they just sell B58 parts, but you would be wrong. As you can see, we're on their catalogue here, and they have got parts for many, many BMWs. Some parts I can even use for the M235i. We've got wheels, grills, exhaust tips, sports cats, stickers, you name it. If you want to get something to spice up your M Light, then this company has you covered. Steering wheels, you've got the LED one here, which actually shows you all the kind of gauges and stuff, which is really handy, as well as yellow DRL modules if you want your car looking like mine. Because if you don't know what mine looks like, I know the car's absolutely stinking now because it's dirty and I've been driving it, but yellow DRLs, these look incredible. So if you want any kind of parts like that, definitely go check them out. They'll definitely have you covered. I'll leave a link in the description below. And honestly, what a gorgeous evening it is tonight. But the car's done. Let me show you guys, because I'm so happy. World's most luxurious 218i now. Look at how good all of this looks. Honestly, I am absolutely blown away with the interior that this has come with now. This looks insane. The whole eye line just looks incredible. Carbon shifter there. Next thing, which you guys might have picked up on, we still have leather for the steering wheel gaiter, or whatever you want to call it. So that is definitely next to get for Alcantara, and that will completely finish the entire interior build off. And it doesn't just end there, of course. There's loads of stuff you can do with Alcantara. You can do the roof, door panels, the whole thing. However, I just wanted to spice it up on a somewhat DIY, a little bit of a cheap modification, and it's definitely done that. One thing I've just realised filming this video, me and Max did a coolant change on his Fiesta about 2 weeks ago, and it's killed the grass. So a little tip, if you're doing a coolant change, make sure you're not on your grass, otherwise you will kill it. But back to the main point of the video. Look at how gorgeous this thing is looking in the evening sunlight tonight. And then if we open the door, because the exterior is looking good, and then we open the door, combined with just this incredible Alcantara interior. This is the type of stuff that comes on brand new BMWs, like M4 CSs and stuff, and I've just done it at home on a complete budget. And the overall condition of it really isn't that bad, and obviously it's still got the kind of wave thing that Alcantara has, where you can move it and, you know, all sorts like that. However, that is what I'm most impressed with. I obviously couldn't go in extreme detail with doing everything because it is very finicky, The best part for me is I've done that entire interior of the car, apart from the steering wheel and the gear knob, because they were obviously separate parts. But I've done the complete rest for about £15, which is what, like 18, maybe $20. So absolute bargain. And the way the car is looking at the moment, couldn't be happier. Combined with the Alcantara interior, so happy with it. And the best thing is the M240i also has the exact same done. So we've done it on both cars, probably £30 maybe, all in for both. Which, if you ask me, is really impressive. However, next thing to do, start the car up, of course, and get it moved over. This has actually been a video where I haven't ragged the car, I haven't brought it to redline. It's basically moved about 20 feet onto the grass, and we've done some Alcantara mods. But now it's time to move it up a bit more, get it parked up for the night, and call it a day, because the time is currently, if I can get rid of the PDC, it's almost 10 o'clock at night, and it's still sunny, which is great. However, we don't want to leave this thing over the other side all the time. And the best part is, the M240 has the exact same done as well. And look how aggressive those DRLs look. That's insane. One final look then before we end the video. Absolutely incredible scenes. Super happy with how this has turned out. And the best part is the Alcantara is kind of all the same colour. For the steering wheel of the M240, it's kind of grey, which obviously does change with age. But the fact that this is all kind of black Alcantara, it all fades and there's no mismatched colours, looks incredible. And I think we're pretty much going to call this video a wrap then, guys. If you did enjoy it, you can give it a like. It's completely free, and it'll also boost it to more people, so more people can make the BMW look 10 times better for like an incredibly cheap price. And if you want to subscribe, that's free as well. You get to see loads of content on the M240i as well as the M235i. Leave any comments you have down below and I'll answer them personally. All links in the descriptions if you want to check out B58 Bible, so you can get some incredible products, as well as the Alcantara stuff, which is obviously on Amazon that I have bought. Links will be below. Appreciate every single one of you that has watched today. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.